Alright, we're hiking back into this valley again. I decided this time I'd come a little more well equipped, not because we need it, at least not all of it, but more just getting some conditioning in. I got a new pack, the gun runner, which allows me to also just throw my little rifle back there, and I have enough gear in here to I think stay comfortably overnight during the warmer months. So this would just be conditioning and a little more comfortable in a survival situation if I had to spend the night up here. I also brought my I don't know if you can see it back there, my helmet and 4-monitor gas reader in case that we do find some mines that we want to go explore inside. Just better be a little safer than sorry. So what we're going to do is we're going to just keep going further up the valley. I have a new hypothesis I want to explore, because if you were following me from before, here, let me zoom in really quick. Sorry you can't see me. Let's see. That cliff over there, if you were following me with the last video about this, that's where that overlook is. And my first hypothesis was that maybe further up there is a place that was like being guarded. And maybe it is. But my other thought is on the end of the video, coming down through this valley, we saw overhangs where people had been. Obviously it was more modern, but I got to thinking it could also be that. Like they could have been down there in those overhangs where they couldn't see anyone coming up. So that's why it would be important to have someone up there monitoring if like someone came up that might be dangerous, to go warn them that are up further up this valley but at the bottom. So that's the case. I'm going to keep going further up. There might be more of these, and to see if we can find any evidence to support this hypothesis. So let's push onward. Alright, so I set my gear down, and traditionally when I go out into the woods for long periods of times, I'm also hunting off the land. And of course I'm always trying to find something small, and what gear I can use, what like I don't need, what's comfortable and convenient for me. And so this is kind of like going with that design. Like my rifle's super important. It's just 22 mag, and it's really helpful, mainly for surviving, maybe for hunting, like food to eat. But yeah, so this might do the trick, and I have like stuff in there that I didn't expect to fit in there. So it's supposed to be just a 20-liter pack, but it feels like a lot more. But I'm really thankful to be able to put my rifle like that without issue right in the back. But coming back here, we passed through here. I didn't show you guys this. I was trying to get down, and I didn't notice this little guy beforehand. It's clearly been stacked. But what I'm more curious about is what's on top of here. And there's 2 cliffs over here that maybe you might find something of interest. There you can see my pathway earlier. But let's go look up here, because it's right next to that other cliff that we found, like the rock blind or outpost, whatever you want to call it. And maybe we'll find something here. All right, let's get up. Well, this is definitely a bust. Nothing up here, but it's also not easy to chill up here. Oh, unless this is something. I don't think it is, but you can kind of see rocks here, but I think that's could be natural, and they'd have to be stacked up a lot. One could argue things have fallen, but this makes adds, even in this hypothesis, why they would put the outlook over there where it's flat and easy to hang out if they were living down here at the bottom. Because over there is another spot like where there's an overhang that we looked at. We may go up to the top and see if there's anything there. Let's try to zoom in now. See, we can't see anything. I am not seeing anything that catches the eye. Doesn't mean there's nothing over there. But still, let's keep looking. I'm gonna head back down Maybe we'll find something on the way down. All right, I wasn't going to bring it up or even show it just because it's hard to tell. I just came back from there from the last clip. And right here you can see what looks like there's a natural piece. And these have either fallen here or replaced there. The only thing that makes me think that maybe this used to be another little area to gain cover from as a defensive position. It's just this rock like right there that seems kind of unnatural, and these other rocks that are around that could have been stacked up. And the biggest piece, and again, I wasn't even going to show this because it's hard. This could easily just be natural, even though it does really look like a potentially old location. And as you can see, like we're over the creek or valley. But the thing that made me reconsider, and so I'm just showing it to you guys, is right here. Like this is easy to come up and down, and everywhere else, and I know this because I came from the other side, is tough. Like it is tough. It's just full of like big and small boulders. It's not easy walking, and so it makes me reconsider that maybe that's what we're seeing. So presumably, if we are seeing this, that this is what it looks like. Plus that one, we're looking at like a place to kind of defend this area. And I don't know the answer if like they're defending something up the hill, or they went up the hill because they were living down here. I don't know, but hopefully we can find some more clues to answer this question. So I'm going to look a little more and see what we can find. Heck, maybe we are looking at hunting blinds for something that for animals that were going up and down, maybe elk or something. That's very possible. But let's keep exploring and see more. All right, so over there is where we started, where the little fireplace is. We went up looking, went to the top over here, and behind those trees is where we found that area that looks, that I'm becoming more convinced the more I think about it, is like a place, a defensive position. And then I came down here where you can see like along the way people have been cutting. I don't know if it's for the fireplace down there, you know, some time ago. But then I came onto this, and from this side you can really see like it's something was built here. I don't know what it's for. You guys let me know if you have an idea. I don't know if it's connected to that older structure up there, or if this is something like newer, relatively newer, like something the miners would be doing, but it's box shaped. If you guys have any ideas what this could be, let me know. Might be easier to identify when everything melts. But yeah, this is box. All these rocks have been stacked, and it is right next to this rock overhang where there's an old fireplace, and further up where that structure was that we just saw, and relatively close to the one that's apparent on the cliff further down the valley. So we're gonna keep looking up. I missed a lot of this stuff on the way down last time I was here, since I was up in the cliffs and I was just trying to get out of here. Well, we made it almost up to where we came down last video. I'm refueling on some water. It's about 0.6 liters. Chilling for a moment, and we are where the water is flowing on this side. It's definitely, I can feel it. It's been a while since I've gone with a backpack, and it's about 30 pounds, but on this uneven terrain in the snow going uphill, it's a good workout. I'm glad I did this. I mean, it's slowing me down. I'm not able to look around as much because I'm just focusing on not trying to trip. But this will be worth it, because when it warms up, we're going to be doing some pretty crazy hikes up into the mountains, into areas I think where we can find some of these old Spanish mines with buried treasure in it. And to do that, we need to build like some base camps in some of these areas that are just really far to get to. And hopefully down the road I can get myself my own like a mule that can help with this exciting exploration. But we're going to keep pushing now that we're finally here. I think we've gone maybe a mile up, so not very far at all, but still a distance when you get into this mountainous terrain. All right, let's see what we find. All right, pushed up a little further. Right now we're probably about over 2.5 miles up. And we're above the creek now. I followed what I thought was an animal trail, and I mean it is, but maybe it started as a mining one, or miners used it, because look at this. Continually following this animal trail, I ran into this. Let's get into the light so you can see it. Someone at one point in time came through here with ore that had gold in it and broke it apart. I don't know if it was enough for them to bring it down with them, but it's here. It's here. It's been crushed to this extent and just left here. I wonder what the story is about that. Maybe we'll find out further up. Who knows how far up this animal trail it is, but it's going to get a lot hotter because this gets a lot more sun this side at this angle. Let's keep pushing. Oh my gosh. This is like a little sacred part of the valley, or fertile, that gets enough sun where there's still leaves on some of these plants, and the sage, like there's new growth. That's insane. Maybe this will be where we set up camp. It's relatively flat over there. Maybe that's our spot. Oh, slipping. There's still some green grass I see sprouting up here and there. I'm not sure the best way over. A lot of thorny bushes. All right, I'm going to meet you all on the other side. Look at this place. This is awesome. A little further up there would be a great spot for a campground, especially during winter where it gets plenty of sun. And this is for sure up here. This is probably where we'll find some mines, because it cut down into the rock a lot. So the prospectors would be looking here, whoever you are. This might be a spot where indigenous groups may have sought shelter during winter. I know they say that indigenous groups did not stay here during winter, but I would not be surprised if we found evidence that they did, as they've been finding that they were up higher elevation. Look at this. Right here we already find someone has built something out. Let's go look at it. Alright, so you know how we talked about it'd be great to find a good spot to build a shelter out here? Well, someone already beat me to the punch. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This thing has had a lot of work and love put into it. Heck, look at this. Stuff that they found up here. Oh man, I wonder. This is exciting. I wonder how old this is. Let's get it to focus. That's cool. Eyes warped. Whoa, look at this. What is... Oh, neat. You can definitely tell it's copper. What is it, though? Is it a dollar? Like a... I can't tell. There's like an eagle in it. Who cares? Let's go look inside. Wow. Someone uses this more often than not. We may not be able to just take this over. We have to build our own up here. Oh wow, this is awesome. Look at this. They even have like a... Let's see if we can open this up and look at it. Oh, well, it's not being used. Hold on, let's move this out of the way so you can see. It's really not being used. So, whoever came here afterwards to use this has not used the stove. I would definitely use the stove in a heartbeat. Let's see up here. Wow, look at that. I think they may have been here during winter. Whoever the original occupants were. So it looks like people have been using it more recently. Here, and then used it a long time ago. Wow. So this is the area that they were probably sleeping. Had this tarp over. There's some other stuff out there, like for sleeping too. We'll go check it out. That is nice. Have this wind barrier here. This has been flattened out, relatively speaking. Open this up to get cover. You have a block against wind, still ventilated. Have your stove for cooking. This is really cool. This is really cool. It's something I was thinking about doing. Maybe a little more, more modern. Bring in some nails. Even thought about bringing a chainsaw in to make things a little easier. Really build up some cool structure. But yeah, that's cool. You can see like they had like water there. The creek's nearby. It's just on the other side of this like little ridge right there, and it's flowing pretty well. This is so cool. All right, let's go check out that other spot. Oh, that's not very secure right there. Alright. So, we have whatever this is, which I think is a... Oh, sorry. Let me flip you around. My arm was getting tired, so I flipped you around. So, if we look over here, I think that's a garden bed. They were planting stuff at one time. So, there are a lot of... what is this? Look at this. Look, there's still green over here. I think this is edible. I don't remember for sure, so I'm not going to eat it. But there's a lot of people that have come up to this area to like seek like self-enlightenment and discovery. And it's like one of the biggest spiritual centers in the world, with a lot of like Buddhist and Hindu retreats and religious groups here. So you will find stuff like this, which I assume is what they originally came here for, to meditate. But they obviously had other hobbies. I mean, look at this. They were gold panning, and maybe still are gold panning. It's hard to tell because it's relatively recent. You know, like that's a lot of this stuff. Like you don't know how long they've been coming here for. Like this thing right here looks really old, and even that stove. I'm curious if they found that stove up here somewhere nearby, because that stove is also pretty old. And I even found another like little shelter right up above here. A lot of stuff's been done here, but look, they've been prospecting for stuff, which is super cool. And of course, you know, if they have left and they're not coming back, I think that's Amazonite. I could be wrong. Like I could be totally wrong on this. Then you know, I'm happy to improve things around here. You know, and to continue exploring. And again, like if people ever find my shelters, right, we left a lot of like cool tools like this and stuff too, for like Pikes Peak National Forest. I don't even know what this is. You know, by all means, use it. So mining.com, I don't know what that's for. It's like a tamper, but interesting. I wonder if that's to crush rocks or something. Anyway, let's just put it back there. Put those rocks on top so it doesn't fly away the way they had it. Ish. And let's go check out the next piece up here. Look at this. Or so, it's someone's stash. I thought it was a shelter, but it's just a trash pile. We found their trash pile, guys, which is an archaeologist, you know, like a wet dream. Yeah. There we found the trash pile that will one day excite archaeologists many years from now. But right now, it's not that exciting. It's just trash. Okay, let's all right, I'm gonna keep looking, see if we find anything else further up. Oh, never mind. I guess I don't have to turn this off. There's already more stuff. Would you look at that? A dilapidated and collapsed shelter. Huh. So there might be more of these further up. I see like a rock wall up there. I believe we're gonna go look soon. But look at this. What is this? Is this soap? Wax? I'm not sure. But we've all been here at one point where we drag a bunch of stuff up into the wilderness. Okay, a few of us. And then we figure out what we're looking for and keep on going and it stays there. But there's another gold pan. So maybe that gold pan stuff is for this guy. Or I'm going to push further up and see what we find. I think I see a rock wall up there. I'm not positive. But let's head up there. My eyes did not deceive me. Some more tools and stuff. This is so cool, you know. He went through a lot of work and effort to set up this site for exploring and mining. That means they're mining around here somewhere nearby and, you know, cultivating the land. I mean, obviously that trash pile needs some work, but this is a lot of work. Look at that. It's a lot of work to build this out. It's still in the drainage though, which I think it might become a problem in time. Right here, I don't know if this is the spot where they were like doing some mining, or if they opened this up so that water could seep in, so they'd have water up here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the reason. Might be mining, but look at this. Look at that. Like, there's a lot of stuff growing up here. The microclimate here is amazing. Now, where's their mine? Are we standing on it, or is it somewhere else? As you can see there, they got crowbars and stuff to lift rocks and dig stuff. They also have cold weather gear right there, which makes me wonder if I want to get over there without destroying their rock structure. I'm not seeing a good spot, so let's just go here, and then let's just do a little hop. Now, ow, got hit by a stick. That's okay. Yeah, they have a little setup here. It's nice. I wonder if they're gonna come up here. There's still a ways up here. They still had to work pretty hard to bring all this stuff in. And I wonder if there's multiple people. You know, you had a site down there, here, and then further down. What an exciting place to be. But you know what this means? If they're coming here and they're having hopefully some luck, that's why they were brought here, then that probably means that the Spanish and French, mostly Spanish, were probably up in this area too. And who knows? This might be a perfect spot for indigenous groups to have also been hanging out during winter. Because you see the sun, this gets sun like all day long. And we're like, like in the middle of winter, almost to winter. Alright, let's keep exploring. I've talked long enough. Alright, so there's this valley going out towards the San Luis Valley. And down there is where we found like the first campsite, and it's like continuing going up. But I'm up on this cliff here, like just exploring. And I found several things. One I just found right this second that's freaking exciting me. But before we get to that super exciting point that I just saw with my eye, let's sorry, I was distracted me. Let's look at this. So, and maybe this is here for a reason, but this definitely looks like it's been built up and put on top of one another, like stacked over here. And I was trying to figure out what the purpose of this would be. And would you be able to see this? Maybe you'd be able to see that these branches weren't here and these trees weren't there from over there as like a guide. Not that you need one, but this definitely looks like it's been stacked here, these large rocks. I don't know why. If you guys have any idea what this could be, let me know. But as I turned around to show you this, because I hadn't turned around yet, I had just come through here this way, so my back was turned. Look at this! Oh my gosh. Let's zoom in. What is this? This is a cave, a cavern, something, a mine, whatever it is. We're gonna go look and see if we can go hike up it. I was gonna go like up this valley where all those, I'm trying to zoom out, guys. Come on. I was gonna go up this valley right here to see where like the mines are, because for sure there's mines up through here. That's why they're in here. But now that's calling to me. If it's not calling to all of you all, well, maybe you're watching the wrong channel and video. All right, so I'm gonna grab my pack and we're gonna just move through here, up this way, stash our pack somewhere down there, and head on up. Maybe get some water before we go. That is so cool. I want to know if that's natural, artificial, or a mix of both. Let's go check it out. So, still next to the stack of rocks, something right next to it is like this juniper has been cut relatively recently with a saw and dropped over here by this rock. So I'm thinking whoever stacked this rock is more modern, more recent. Probably one of the people nearby here that has been building these shelters. So that's my guess right now. I'm hoping to come up here more regularly and maybe find the creators of these shelters and get hear their stories, see what they found, see if I can build my own up here. This is a perfect spot. Like this place, like we're like in the middle of December and I'm hot right now. Like I'm hot. Things are really warm, and this place probably stays pretty warm right here, even at night in comparison to further down into the valley. All right, let's go check out that cave, unless I find something else. I forgot to show you this. There's that big shelter we found in the beginning, and then right next to it is this. I assume it's another place to plant. I don't know, like a tree, plants, a garden. I'm not positive, but it's there. All right, moving onward. All right, we're gonna go check this thing out. I don't even know if I need this, but since we're still a distance and I don't want to haul my whole pack over there, I'm going to just have this on, have my knife and my hatchet just in case there's something doesn't want me there. And I'm definitely making sure to bring the 4-gas monitor just in case. I bet it probably doesn't go in at all, but if it does, I want to be prepared. So we're gonna go. Let's go check this out. Let's go see if we can get up there, or we have to come back with some rope on another occasion to get in there if it's not very climbable. All right, let's go. Look at this. Whoa. There might be a collapsed mine, a whole mine here. Okay, so I'm still trying to get up to that spot that we saw up there, that hole. But I came through here trying to get around because trying to go straight up. I can go up, but I don't know if I can get down. So I'm gonna try the other side. But look at this. This right here kind of looks like a collapsed mine shaft going in, and then there is a hole over here, and it looks like there's more of a hole up there. So this might actually be an old mine, and if this is a really old mine, it's really old because you can barely tell that the tailings are there. So after I get up top here and check this out, I'm going to explore more here. Like that keeps going. It's just hard to see, and I don't know how comfortable I feel about going in there. And it gets more narrow, but up there looks like it goes down and in as well, so that might be an option. So we'll explore that later, depending on what we find up here. Really great spot for my shelter. Alright, gotta be careful. I think this is it. I think we're inside it. Look at those huge rocks. All right, made it. Here, just so you get a better view. You could probably see it on the GoPro, but just in case, there are these rocks on top that are just waiting to come right down on you. And I think that one, the one that we saw, is right over there. I'm gonna see if I can get to it from here. I don't know for sure. This is a tough area to navigate. And I was trying to be very quiet so I wouldn't have any of those rocks follow me up from the top. So, this could be a nifty place for a shelter. Protected by all these. You can interweave things between them or take them out. A nice overhang up here. And it goes the whole way down. And it gets a lot of sun, especially during winter. I'll think about it. This might be the tactical shelter. So it's a pain to get here, that's for sure. Whew. All right, let's go get some snacks. I'm hungry. All right, that was pretty epic. Just got done eating some snacks. Gonna be starting to head back now. Got a pretty good workout in. But you know, over there, like it was really interesting. Those like huge cliffs were like cracking, and then I had to find my way around the other side where I found more like cracks that I had to go through, and it was a little intimidating, even with the helmet on, because some of these rocks were huge. That if they slipped through these giant cracks, they're gonna just crush me. But you know, sometimes when you come out here and you see something, you want to go see it. Like I was hoping for some sign of man, especially ancient man, up in that crevice up there. I didn't find it, but it was an awesome adventure, to say the least. Like I found another like crevice up there that might be a fun like tactical shelter. But yeah, hopefully, you know, you should be seeing like the B-roll now of like me having to get up there. I honestly, the worst part, besides, I mean, like the danger is just a part of this, you know, this adventure, was the brush, especially a lot of that brush up there that I was walking through and trying to like stomp down to get past was thorny. It was just really thorny, and I just like I got pricked a lot, and that was certainly the most inconvenient part for me of this whole adventure. Yeah, we'll see how far this thing ends up being. I think it'll be like maybe 6 miles or so round trip. Nothing too bad, but I'm pretty bad at gauging like distance. Like, I don't know if you noticed earlier when I said we were 2.5 miles. That actually looked after I said that we were about 1 mile in. We were definitely over 2 miles. I understand some of my friends now. They're always like, "How long is it?" And then I just tell them like, "Just a mile ahead." And then like 3 miles later, they were wrong. I was wrong. Yeah. All right. Well, let's head on down. Maybe we'll scope something new out on the way back, and we'll take another day to explore further. We're about halfway up this valley now, and now that I know what to look for in the topography, that's going to get a lot of sun all year round, like this area, I'm going to start looking on the maps, and we're going to go and explore those areas too and see what we can find. And next time we're here, we're going to go up this valley here where all the shelters were and mining equipment is. Like, because these prospectors are going up that hill and like mining, and I'm sure they're like probably mining already like established mines from a long time ago. And I would like to see if maybe one of them is Spanish, you know, because they're up here. There's a lot of them, and it's finding the evidence to support that and to see where it leads us. All right, let's head down. So here's another spot close to the other areas where people were living. I don't know. It does not look like a comfortable place to stay. They were definitely drinking. It's really tiny. I don't know how they did it. In conclusion, another great day. Another surprise. 3 surprises. Those were some crazy looking shelters. You know, one of them still active. I think they're going to keep expanding upon it. And, you know, the other thing that's super intriguing is we did find other rock structures that look very much like defensive positions, and other ones like that more rectangular box one rock structure that I don't even know what it's for. There was a commenter that recently commented that thinks that it might have been from conflicts between the Utes and Comanches and other groups in the valley as a defensive position. So that's going to be something to look further into. What's really exciting to consider is that this is a relatively small valley compared to the larger ones, and we're finding all this stuff in here, which tells me that there's so much to explore still. And we're not even looking for like the ancient past. We're looking, you know, like, to try to find the last 500 years. But there are sites here that I've been to and that I'm going to share down the road that could be thousands of years old. Mainly like large bison kill zones that were built with rock walls in other parts of the valley. But who knows what else is out here? If you guys know something or have seen like some interesting structure out here, let me know. I want to go explore it. Or if you've heard of like different legends, I want to go explore it. Like this summer coming up, we are going to be going deep into the wilderness to find this old Spanish mine that supposedly has a bunch of gold in it. And I think I have a pretty good lead on where it is. It's just going to be a lot of work. But until then, we're going to keep exploring, conditioning our bodies, and, you know, seeing what we see next. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.